we are super excited to talk with you guys today
Yeah.
about the number one mistake wedding and travel planners make that can hurt their business during the holidays. So the number one mistake is not working on your business. Now we all have to bring this to reality, right? We will be out of office. We're having we're having holiday time with our families, right? So there will be that.
There is a temptation. A lot of people say, I'm at the end of the year, screw it. I'm just going to worry about my business when January comes.
Right.
And that is the worst mistake you can make. Don't do that, because even though this is a busy time of year and we don't expect you, we're going to talk about the things you can do to still work your business without losing your joy during the holiday season. We're going to get you some tips right here for that. But do not stop working your business during the holidays. So many people and business owners, I just read an article about this where we got the topic saying so many people get to this time of year and like, forget it. I'm just going to worry about it later or next year. So don't do that, because you got to still keep things going for next year.
So here are 3 ways that you can avoid making that mistake without losing your joy.
Yes.
Are we ready to roll? Okay. Number 1, prioritize. Yes. I know, it's so exciting, isn't it? But we have to be very mindful and very intentional during the holiday season. Lou and I are extremely busy people in general. And then when you couple that with the holidays, like, we have to be on point when it comes to what we're prioritizing, how we're spending our time, and what we're doing in each and every day so that we can accomplish the things that are most important. I'm going to give you permission. It is okay to prioritize the things that you need to do to prepare for the holidays, the things that you need to do to help to, to give to your family, and the things that you do for your family. But you just need to make sure that if you're not normally like really good at time management, it's really, really important to be more proactive in time management and prioritizing when it comes to this time of year.
You're not, it's not a normal time of year. The holidays are not a normal time of year. So don't treat it like it's normal, but don't stop working your business either.
Right. So prioritize. So let's say normally you would have like 3 main things that you would do in a day. Like, these are my 3 priorities.
Yeah.
Maybe this time of year, especially starting like by the second week in December, you're like, I can get 1 of these things done. So you have to really spend time thinking about and mapping out a plan on the main priorities that you want to accomplish before the end of the year, and be realistic with those.
Yeah.
And then you want to break that down into what you need to do each day, and taking into account the days that you're going to have off.
Yes.
Time management. So you have to have a good plan. The biggest thing that people struggle with is having a plan, and they're not used to having a plan. And so your time management, and maybe doing things a little bit differently this time of year, in terms of your time management, would be really, really advantageous. And then what you can do then is you can block off certain times, like, okay, these 2 hours every single day, I'm going to be dialed in and focused on my one priority for my business, or these X amount of hours. And like, you block it off, like, oh, every single day from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to be getting this stuff done for my business. And then from 10 to 12, I'm going to run a few errands and get some things that I need to get. And then, whatever, like time management, and like really having a plan of how you're going to use your time, so that you have all of your priorities covered for personal and for business.
Here's a caveat. Do not advertise your business if you do not have your lead funnel all set up. If you don't have your lead magnet set up, if you don't have some content strategy out there already, if you don't have the way to capture people's name and emails, all right, and your USP and all that, if those things are not done, do not advertise. Do not invest in advertising, because you'll be wasting your money. You've got to have that stuff in place before you advertise. So maybe one goal over the holidays here is just to start finishing that up in your business.
Set your availability.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big one.
Set it now. We are a couple days away from December. Right now, today, I want you to take time and look at your calendar and set the days that you are not going to be working. and plan accordingly. Because if you do not do that now, number one, you will not give your clients enough notice that you're going to be not available during those times. Number two, you will inadvertently, because we all do it, allow different tasks and different lingering things that you didn't finish up. Like you're not going to be as dialed in and as focused to get them up, get them done. And then suddenly you're going to still be working on the 23rd or the 24th.
If you've just been working consistently every week, a little bit here, a little on your business, you should be able to take a lot of that off.
Right.
It's not going to be that busy. People are getting engaged on that day, and then it's ramping up to New Year's, and then January 1 hits, January 2, January 3, that first week in January, bam, we're all off to the races together, helping each other and getting the wedding couples to come to your website and get those consultations booked.
Start looking at your planner now. Set those times. You are a priority. You have to prioritize yourself.
Yes.
You have to prioritize your family time, right? So, and we all know the reality is that there's always these last minute things that we have to do in order to prepare for the holidays. And they're not things that we can do way in advance, right?
Yes.
But set your time now and don't be afraid. As soon as, let's say, even the first week of December, second week of December, have in your signature on your email already prepping and priming and letting your clients know, I will be out of the office on these dates. And then also start crafting your out of office reply so that when you do, when you are ready to be out of the office, and you have that automatic reply. So as long as you're letting people know in advance, but literally start putting it in your signature in the next week or so that people are aware. Because what that does is, because usually what happens when we're communicating with clients, people start reaching out to us, and we're going to be communicating with the same people up until that first, up until the time that you're getting ready to go. And that puts a little bit of pressure on them, because they're reading it every time you're communicating. They know that if they don't get with you by December 20th or whatever the day is, like, they're screwed. Like, if they don't make their decision, if they don't put their deposit down, if they don't make their payment, like, it's all on them, because you're giving them enough notice that you're going to be gone, and they need to be proactive as well. I think the challenge that happens is that we tend to prioritize work instead of prioritizing family. And so really take some time to think about and prioritize the things that are really going to make a difference in your business, so that you're still working on your business. And then also managing your time accordingly, where maybe this is a time of year where you start blocking off your time. Like, these certain hours I'm going to be doing business stuff. These certain hours I'm going to be doing errands and family and household things. These certain hours I'm going to be,
that's a great idea.
Whatever it might be.
Because if you don't block off your time, something else will block up your time.
Daniel had said not posting content during the holidays. Obviously, you could map out all of your content now, so and have it all ready to roll, so that it's a matter of just scheduling it, or even schedule it now.
This is a great time and start building up your content strategy for next year, that you can start releasing that content out, because the more you release content, the more Google finds your stuff and eventually says, this is a credible website. We're going to send wedding couples here.
Very first thing I want you guys to do today is to look at your calendar, like somebody just said. Look at your calendar and determine your availability. Look at your calendar, determine your availability. And then the next thing you want to do is create your PS, so that when you have your email signature ready, when you're ready to start using it, you have your PS where it says, hey, I'm going to be, celebrating time with my family for the holidays. I will be out of the office these dates, kind of a thing, so that people know in advance, so that they're just prepared, right? So that's kind of like a PS in your email signature. And then, like Karen had said, craft that out of office, so that when you're ready to turn that puppy on, it's ready to go. All right. Well, everyone, take care. Have a great week.
Yes.
Happy holidays as we approach this season. Okay. Well, see you guys.
All right, everybody.
Thanks
God
for being
bless.
here.